We start with breaking news today at noon. Here's a live look right now at the State House. There are more passionate pleas today coming from thousands of demonstrators in the rotunda there. This is day 2 of the special session now is underway to decide access to abortion here in the state of Indiana. Good afternoon. I'm Anne Marie in for Dustin and Karen today. We want to get you up to speed on what's happening right now. And at this minute, a Senate committee is considering amendments to the bill right now. And before they do that, they will vote to send it on to a second read. The panel heard testimony from Hoosiers this morning, including those who are Right to Life, a Right to Life attorney who says the bill is flawed.
As written, this bill makes clear that a doctor does not need her consent if her life is in danger. That should be a matter of public record.
Thousands of Hoosiers, those who want more limits and those who want less on abortion, signed up for a chance to speak in front of the Senate. And this is where the debate on the Republican proposed bill begins. Today, a large group that represents the pro-life position just wrapped up a morning rally at the State House in the Rotunda. And that's where we go to Rich Nye live for the very latest on what's happening today. Hi, Rich.
Good afternoon, Anne Marie. Yesterday we saw abortion rights advocates fill the State House, surround the State House, and demand that lawmakers do not pass any further abortion restrictions. Today here in the North Atrium of the State House, we saw anti-abortion advocates here in large numbers for a rally organized by Indiana Right to Life. They called that rally the Love Them Both rally. It lasted for about 30 minutes. There were, I would say, at least 1,000 people here, a huge crowd filling all floors of the State House listening to this rally. We'll show you some of that coming up at 12:30. Advocates here calling for stronger legislation and a more enforceable abortion ban than what is currently proposed in Senate Bill 1. So let's go in the Senate chambers with what's happening legislatively. The bill, Senate Bill 1, undergoing a second day of public testimony in the Senate chambers this morning. Hundreds of people signed up to testify on that bill. About 40 testified Monday, another 20 or so this morning before they wrapped up public testimony. Now that committee is considering amendments. They are still meeting now, but again this morning, we heard almost no testimony in favor of the bill in its current form.
Even with limited exceptions, providers will be forced to risk prosecution and/or jail time. The chilling effect of the potential jail time or loss of their medical license will lead to fewer medical professionals offering life-saving care.
It is totally unenforceable and as such renders it basically worthless. So I am asking the members of the committee to please scrap this worthless bill and start over. You can and must do better.
And back here live at the State House, you're looking outside the Senate chambers where yesterday we saw abortion rights advocates chanting during the committee hearing. Today, pro-life, anti-abortion groups and supporters are chanting outside the Senate chambers as that committee meeting continues. They are now considering amendments that would put maybe perhaps tighter restrictions, even more abortion restrictions in place. The committee now considering that. The committee hopes to pass some kind of legislation, at least the Republican leadership in that committee hopes to pass some type of legislation out of committee yet today. Sierra Putnam is in that committee hearing right now. We'll continue to follow the developments here. Again, yesterday we saw a huge presence from abortion rights advocates. Today, a huge presence from anti-abortion advocates, Anne Marie.
All right, thanks so much, Rich. And we should let people know that you do register to reserve the rotunda, and that was the plan for those two different groups to come on these separate days. Thanks so much. We'll follow up with you at 12:30. So all of this hubbub is about House Bill 1, but also on the agenda is addressing financial relief for Hoosiers. Lawmakers will meet to discuss a bill that aims to offer help dealing with inflation. So here's the very latest about the bill that we know right now. The first from the House. The House wants an automatic automatic $225 refund check to go to taxpayers. And that would come from the state's $6.1 billion budget deficit surplus. The Senate has a different plan, however. Lawmakers told us that they'd end up with something before the special session ends.
We're open to whatever way we can get more dollars back into people's hands. The state's sitting on over $6 billion in surplus funds of taxpayer money, and they haven't decided any other way to use it, so we might as well give it back to people.
So a big difference between the plans is that the House plan for financial relief would only benefit those of you who paid taxes in the state of Indiana in 2020. Now, the Senate plan would impact anyone who now is purchasing gas or is paying for utilities moving forward. You can keep up to date with today's testimony and any changes to the bills. We've got a team that's updating all the information online on our app and at WTHR.com. We also will bring you another live update from the State House with Rich and possibly Sierra as news develops here at 13 News at noon.